Welcome to our MaiBell Makes channel, where each week we aim to bring you something artistic and creative. We'll explore processes we've never done before, delve into the outdoor projects, and get our hands dirty in the wildlife garden. Come join us at 6 p.m. on Sundays to find out what we've been up to, and we look forward to sharing our adventures with you. Right, well, as I was saying earlier, the marks that have been made by my tracing are very faint, and you may just be able to see them. So we've done a little trial with the tool. I think now it's probably time to try and etch out some of the design. I have opted to go for the more narrower the tip on the Lino cutter, for the simple reason I can always go deeper. Obviously I can't add stuff to make them more shallow. We will start etching, and I think there's going to be a process to this that I don't quite know whether I'm etching out my design or whether I etch out the blank space. Now I suppose it depends what kind of relief you want to create. If I'm etching out all of the dark, all of the bits that I haven't, around those lines, then these lines become prominent. They'll be what imprint into the clay. I'm just trying to work out my best option. If I gouge out, the clay will sit into the gouges, is the best way to think about this, I suppose. So like a bit of plasticine, if we push a bit of plasticine into a mould, it obviously becomes raised, doesn't it? So I think we're going to gouge out the lines. When the clay's pushed in, that gives relief of the line. So that's the method that I'm going to go with. So wish me luck. Oh dear. Very hard to see my lines. The line does shine off them quite a bit. The light shines off my lines quite a bit. The trick here is to not look too far ahead of where you want to go, because here, although I start here when I'm drawing, I'm always looking at where I want to go, and I'm usually looking quite far ahead of myself. With this tool though, as I've just discovered, I went a little bit off on my repeating line, so it's made it a little bit thicker there. So I think I'm just going a little bit too ahead of myself with my visual guide. Ooh. I mean, at the minute I'm not going very deep either, so maybe using my other fingers as guides to just keep it straighter. Remembering what my actual design is, because some of these lines are very sketchy. It's a don't rush it kind of process. Definitely a good idea to stop and just have a look at how it's going. I mean, obviously you can see here that I went wrong a little bit, but I mean, it's so fine. We probably won't get any transfer detail from that. I might have a look at what other kind of mark making tools I've got to try and add some more texture to the flowers. These are quite I mean they're probably very, very accurate. I'm just not very accurate with them at this stage of my learning to use it. So I'm wondering whether I can find something else to help gouge out some of the smaller detail, more refined smaller detail. About how deep we go, because at the minute I'm not sure whether that will leave as much of an imprint on the clay as what I wanted. I think I might need to go a bit deeper with my design. Just to kind of add more of a you know, of a relief when I do it. I think I could do with, have I missed any lines? I don't think I have. It's a bit hard to tell because some of my, apart from the numbers, Numbers can be sketchy because the hand drawn Sakudo is something you do with a pen or a pencil, so I mean, hoping they look like the numbers when we turn them round. They might not. Oh dear. Obviously doing numbers I'll have to do. Deeper is going to be tricky, but I think we'll have to work with it. These bits, on the other hand, I'm not really sure if I can just gouge a bit out like this, if that works. So I can't really see. Because like I say, the light's on it. Oh no, that looks not too bad. Okay, right, okay. We'll I think for now I'm fairly pleased with that. I do think still not going to be deep enough. I think my next stage will be to go over it again, make all my lines deeper.